Hey guys, what's up? TheJordude's here, back again with another notable picks video, and we're going to be talking more Shadowverse pre-release of the Wonderland Dreams. The expansion is coming out soon. It's going to be coming on the 29th of June, and it's currently the 21st, so we're getting really close to playing the new waifus. But yeah, leading off from the last notable picks video, I'm going to be starting off at Dragoncraft. And we're going to be talking about Jabberwock first, and this is a dragon legendary, 8 cost 7/7 that goes into a 9/9 from the evolve. And his fanfare effect is destroy all other allied followers. For each follower destroyed, put a random follower that costs more than the destroyed follower from your deck into play. So this card is very interesting because it could be very nutty. I think in the when I read the translation before this card was shown in English, it was like that costs 1 more than the follower that was destroyed. Then I was thinking like, okay, you could rig up your curve so that the followers you destroy has like a almost 100 has either a 100% chance or a really good chance that it will evolve into or spawn into a follower that has Storm, and then you could just cheese your opponent. But yeah, because it's a random follower that costs more, it's still very cheesy because like if you have like a bunch of cheap cost cards, maybe you build kind of like a token style deck, and then you have like this really high end like big threats. So I guess just generally a mid-range deck, right? So you're playing like a deck with cost curve that goes like 1, 2, 3 followers and that kind of stuff, and then you play. And then you keep going up that curve, so you have like Ouroboros, Bahamut, those kind of stuff at the top of your curve. It could be really insane because you drop Jabberwock and you have a chance of high rolling into those. So it's kind of an RNG card. I'm a little bit concerned about that, but Jabberwock does seem like it could be a niche or maybe even a solid card in the upcoming expansion. It's probably one of those cards that's going to be hit or miss because we are seeing like those neutral dragons or neutral dragon decks or like storm dragon decks. So Jabberwock doesn't really have much of a place in there, maybe in the neutral style, but it's something we have to keep in mind. But Jabberwock gets a spot in this video because it does seem like a very interesting card at the moment. The next card I want to talk about, we're getting into Blood. Oh man, there's so much to say about Blood. The first card will be the Spawn of the Abyss, and that's going to be the second legendary we're getting. It's a 8 cost 6/7 that evolves into an 8/9. He has Ambush, and whenever this follower attacks, deal 6 damage to the enemy leader if Ambush is active for this follower. So it's pretty much, and the last word is deal 6 damage to the enemy leader if Ambush is active for this follower. So if Spawn of the Abyss dies before he gets the chance to attack somehow by like something like a Themis Decree, he's still getting in that 6 damage to your opponent's face. So 6 damage is pretty much unavoidable from your opponent to when you play Spawn of the Abyss. Also, he has a big body himself, so he's gonna, once you play him himself is a big threat. And because when you play him he has Ambush, a lot of classes don't have effects that could deal with Ambush, let alone like high health Ambush followers. So you could possibly just get in like 14 damage, like you've evolved Spawn of the Abyss next turn, and just kill your opponent with 1 card, potentially. The evolve effect is the same. But yeah, Spawn of the Abyss looks very scary because it's just something your opponent can't really interact with at the moment from what we see. And it's always going to do at least 6 damage. I can't even say it's going to be like a hit or miss card. It's possible that this card could be getting all this hype now and it turns out to be bad, but it really doesn't look like that, because especially when we have cards like Baphomet, and I'll show you that other card, Demon Key, later on. So this card is looking very solid. And yeah, this could be this kind of new kind of Blood that we're going to be seeing. It does seem like it would be more of a it would definitely fit in the mid-range Blood because of the upcoming cards we will show you that I will show you. So the next card I want to talk about is Bandersnatch. So this is a silver 5 cost 4/5 that evolves into a 6/7. It has a rush, and it has an enhanced 7 effect. Gain last words at the start of your next turn. Put a follower that costs at least 6 play points from your deck into play. So obviously, when you think about this, you could rig your Bandersnatch to only grab your Spawn of the Abyss if you really want to go for that heavy Spawn of the Abyss combo style deck. And because that's an enhanced 7, it would curve right into your turn 8 spawn. So you have that kind of small interaction. You could also just be playing cards like the big snakes and other stuff like that. Maybe Azazel, go for an Azazel combo, but that's more for like the Baphomet style of build. I do think you would play Baphomet and Bandersnatch in your deck if you're going for this whole Spawn of the Abyss combo. And continuing on with the Spawn of the Abyss combo, the next card we're going to talk about is Demon Key. So Demon Key is it's an amulet, a 3-cost amulet, bronze, and it has a countdown 5. And whenever your leader takes damage during your turn, subtract 1 from this amulet's countdown, in addition to its regular countdown. And the last words is at the start of your next turn, randomly put one of the highest cost followers from your hand into play. So you go Baphomet on turn 2, it draws you your Spawn of the Abyss, then you go Demon Key. And then Demon Key, it probably takes like a couple turns for it to get down, for the last words to activate. But you're maybe looking at like a turn 6 or so. Because Blood has so many self-inflicting cards, it will get the additional countdowns most likely. So maybe like turn 5, turn 6, you get the Spawn of the Abyss comes out. Fortunately, it gets summoned at the start of your turn, so it can't attack when it's played. But you can still evolve it, or you could just let it sit on the board for a turn and then go in the next turn for like 14 damage. 14 or 16 damage. So Demon Key, definitely seeing the combo there with the Spawn of the Abyss. I'm not too sure. I don't really think it combos well with anything else. Because all the other effects are like fanfare. Like all the big blood cards are mainly like fanfare effects. Or you could have like, I guess, storm followers, but they're only like 4 attack or something. So like, obviously, this is a Demon Key, and then you're spawning the Spawn of the Abyss, which is such a demon figure. Yeah, that combo is looking really good. So I definitely expect to see a lot of Spawn of the Abyss blood decks when the expansion comes out. And of course, I'll be playing it myself because I do love those combo decks. The last card I want to talk about, there wasn't really too much interesting for Haven. Overall, Haven hasn't been too interesting for me. But the card I want to talk about last in this video is Rapunzel. So Rapunzel is a neutral golden card. She's a 3-cost 2/5 that evolves into a 4/7 unevolved, and her evolved effect are that she can't attack when she's played or at the start of your turn. Whenever another allied follower has attacked this turn, this follower can attack until the end of the turn. So basically, on turn 3 you can't evo anyway, so the can't attack when played isn't going to be as relevant. There's going to be some awkward situations when you want to play her and then play her, evolve her, and attack by triggering her effect, but that won't work. But if you're just playing her on curve, if you had something on the board earlier, say you had a 1-2 curve into her on 3, then she has a high chance of attacking. Or if you're playing, because she would be played in more neutral decks, so if you're playing like Sword for an example, Sword which has a lot of rush effects, Rush and Storm, then she could be played on 3, then on 4 you play like Gino attacks and then she attacks. So like her condition, I do think could be awkward at times, so I'm not too sure if she's going to be a miss card, but she does seem interesting because her stat line is really good for a 3-cost card. That health could trade into like 2 or 3 early game threats, so definitely something to look out for. It's definitely going to fit in only certain types of classes, probably not all the neutral archetypes that all the different classes might have available to them. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe and like this video and follow me in the social media links down below. If your opinions differentiated than mine, or if there was something that I missed out on, maybe there was a point I missed out or a combo I missed out, make sure you comment down below and let me know. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.